Number two, I'm going to shorten this video up a little bit. So this is a 1 year anniversary of my little grove out front on the property. Going to show how the trees are doing after a year in the ground. These are Brokaw trees. Almost all of them but one are on clonal rootstock. And I've got at least 3 or 4 kinds of clonal rootstock in here. And we'll show some of the trees now. This is in the Central Valley of California. Also known as the San Joaquin Valley of California. Kind of on the east side, tucked close to the foothills, but not in the foothills quite. I'm on a flat valley. These trees are planted on mounds, on import soil. This is not the native soil piled up. This is actually brought in from Tulare County. So I had to pay for this soil, unfortunately. Let's go over some trees. So like I say, 1 year in the ground. Pretty good growth. That's a Pinkerton on Dusa. Looking pretty good. This tree even looking better. It's one of my bigger Hass trees in here. It's Hass on probably Leola. The faster growers tend to be on Leola or Zarella. But it seems to be a good match on Leola for Hass. Those of you that have like year-old trees, let me know how they're doing in the comment section. And if they're growing a lot faster or slower than these, I'm curious to see other areas, how they compare. I water quite frequently, hopefully not too much on these trees. They got drip lines. That drip line could also carry pressure, but as backup, I also have impact sprinklers. So sometimes I just use the impacts, but unfortunately it grows a lot of weeds like this. Got to work on keeping the weeds down, and you can't really get a rototiller or tractor in here because it'll not only tear the weeds up, but it'll tear the shallow roots up of the avocado trees over time once they hit lower. Let's go over some more trees showing year growth. Most of the gems in here are on Uzi. That's pretty good growth for a year. That one might be on Zetmeyer, a little slower, but it might not get enough water too. Gem also. Let's go to another gem. This gem is an Uzi, growing real nice. I hope that I can get 6 inches more of growth, or a foot more of growth before winter hits. The more upper foliage, the better, because they'll about always burn on the top first, especially the tender growth. But the new growth really slows down by November, December. It really slows down a lot. But if it burns the tops, I'm not real concerned. I just want that graft protected. And it should be fine unless we get crazy temperatures like below 26. Then I might have a severe burn. This is a Maluma. It's actually got a few fruit. I'm experimenting, letting it carry a few fruit. This Maluma is on Toro Cannon. Pretty nice new growth for August. Not a super fast grower, but Maluma is known to grow a little slower than especially like that Hass back there. Here's another gem tree, Uzi rootstock. Got a pomegranate planted next to it, which I got to keep that pomegranate not very big so it doesn't rub sunlight. Here we have another Maluma. This Maluma is on Toro Canyon. Foliage is going out quite a bit, more than I'd like, but that's kind of the way Malumas grow, I've been told. First year I've had Malumas in the ground, so it's going to be new to me how they act. They trellis grow these in South Africa and maybe India. I don't know where else they might trellis grow, but they're experimenting with that. I'll probably never trellis grow unless I'm forced to, unless they just flop too much and I'm about forced to get on a trellis. This is a gem on Zetmeyer rootstock. And we'll just speed up. I don't want the video to go too long. That's a Hass tree. A little bit narrow. I'd like to see it branch out, bushy, a little bit more bushy, kind of on a steep mound. That's a gem. That's a Hass. That's a gem. A gem and Hass next to each other. A little closer than they should be, but I took advantage of the mounds that I brought in, the import dirt I brought in. And let me show you my sad story. So, this is about the only Brokaw I've lost so far. I planted a new seedling in there, but the seedling's probably going to die too, because I moved it, and it took a lot of bad shock. I don't know if it's going to recover. But yeah, this was a gem in here. So out of 40 trees, only lost one Brokaw tree, which I'll take those odds anytime. That's not bad. Here's another group of 2 trees planted close. One on the left is a Hass. One on the right's a gem. You can see I plant the gems on the south side so they don't rob the Hass of sunlight. Gems get much smaller than a Hass naturally, unless you keep the Hass pruned little. This is a Hass looking real good. And that's pretty much the orchard. There's a few back there, and most of those are reeds. There's one Pinkerton in there. They were put in the ground later, about December. And so these trees are, at least 4 months older than those back there. Those aren't doing quite as good. I don't know why. Maybe I don't water them quite as well. But that's my little orchard here, 1 year anniversary. Thanks for watching.